All right, welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course, and we are pleased to be joined by Santino Ferrucci. Of course, was announced yesterday that he will be back in the Indy 500, this time for Ray Hall Letterman Lanigan Racing in the number 45, Hy-Vee Honda. How's it going, man?
It's going good, dude. I'm just in Indy. I'm actually over at Impact and get some Hy-Vee colors going and head over to the Speedway.
Well, of course, you kind of talked about it the last time we had you on the podcast. You said something about this could be possible, and now it is. How did this get put together?
I mean, we've been working on this with the Ray Hall team for the last about month or so. And, it's pretty exciting how everything came. I talked to Bobby Ray Hall and Mike Lanigan a bunch. And, they said, hey, we really want you to come drive for us. And going to be representing Hy-Vee. And I was absolutely thrilled to take on that honor to drive for those guys and to drive for Hy-Vee, and especially in this 105th running of the Indianapolis 500. So it should be fun. Fans are coming back, thank God. And we'll have a blast.
So, I know you're going to get this question before, but this is the only IndyCar race that you are running this year, right?
For the moment, correct.
For the moment. What do you mean by for the moment? Could there be more?
I don't know. I mean, right now, this is the only one that I was focused on running. I would like to obviously do more, but I'd like to do more Xfinity races too. So, but right now, this is the only one currently on the calendar for me. So this is the one that matters.
Yeah. Well, every race matters, but this is what matters the most. But
yeah, this is the race in IndyCar that this is the race.
So I mean, I know you've kind of. So I know that you kind of said that switching over to NASCAR, the IndyCar door always open?
I don't want to say it's always open. I'm still very fresh out of the seat in IndyCar. So, like, for example, I don't have to do a ROP or a rookie orientation or a refresher at the Speedway tomorrow. I just get to jump back straight into basically where I left off last year, which is nice. I mean, they still make Helio Castroneves do a refresher. I mean, come on, the guy's got 3 Indy 500 wins. Let's go here. But no, it's funny with stuff like that. And no, the doors. I don't think the door will ever be closed. I think we were very good in IndyCar. But like I said, I had my sights set on doing something a little different this year, but I still wanted to run the 500 because I believe I can win the race. And being with the Ray Hall group, it's probably going to be the best opportunity I've ever had.
Yeah. So, I mean, when it comes to NASCAR, when's the next time you're going to be racing in the Xfinity Series?
So I just announced with Sam, we'll have Pocono, Darlington, and we're very close to having 2 others done. So we are definitely working on it. We're going to bring back some colors that I think the people liked. A couple sponsors want to come back in and do a couple more races. So I'm very thrilled. I do miss my guys right now over in Charlotte. I know that they are getting ready for Martinsville. So I cannot wait to watch that race tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Friday night.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Friday night. So, I mean, I know you're doing like some, these Xfinity Series races. What's been the biggest thing with these cars that, what's it like driving like something over a roof over your head? No practice, no qualifying, doing all that. That's, are you getting the hang of it now?
I think I am. I love it. I mean, the racing, it's so bare bones and so old school. The way that the cars interact with each other on track is very fun. Each stage is a cool learning process for me. Like stage 1, I always tend to fall back a little bit because I'm trying to learn the car and the track. And then stage 2 is normally when we start to make some headway, and we normally are pretty quick. And then stage 3, we kind of just duke it out, have good pit stops, and just we fall wherever the race lies, which has normally been pretty good for us. I mean, even our last race at Atlanta, we drove up all the way to 4th. I mean, that was legit. The crew and I raced in the car. We had a good setup when the track was in that state, and we drove ourselves up into the top 5. So I wish we could have stayed there. We just obviously things didn't quite go our way down pit road. And, when the sun went down a little bit and the track cooled off, downforce kind of picked up and the cars with much bigger budgets started to get a little quicker than us.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me ask you this. I know you said earlier that the door was never closed on IndyCar. If somebody offered you a full-time IndyCar ride, would you take it?
I don't know. It's definitely not out of question. I'd like to see, obviously it's so early in the season. I mean, we're just getting into April. I still want to see what's out there for Xfinity, for possibly NASCAR. And yeah, at that point you weigh all the options as a driver. I mean, I do have to remember that this is what I do as a job and this is how I make my living. So, I'd probably take something that makes the most sense for me.
Okay. Since I know you're always up for anything and doing like eat these like crazy food things, including like PB&J and with flavored blast goldfish in the middle. Krispy Kreme had this Oreo Krispy Kreme donut that they just had today. Would you eat that?
Sure. Doesn't like Oreos and donuts.
No,
If I
this is
find a Krispy
Oreo
Kreme, I'll
on
go
a
get
donut.
one. Oh, if I find a Krispy Kreme here in Indiana, I'll gladly go try one.
Okay. Wow. I just figured I'd ask you because I know you're always up for anything, and who knows?
Yeah. Love trying new things. But I mean, Krispy Kreme and an Oreo. I mean that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, Krispy Kreme and Oreo on a donut. I've never.
You know what they need to do? They need to take the Oreo and fill it with the inside the Krispy Kreme donut itself. It's basically like a fried Oreo, but with a donut. And then you're talking.
Oh man. Oh boy, that sounds interesting. These crazy ideas, man. You never know. If Krispy Kreme gets like, that's a good idea. Maybe we'll actually do it. I don't know.
Hey, look, I'm full of them. So
yeah. Any other crazy ideas that you have?
Well, we're back in the car tomorrow, so definitely working on some crazy ideas for the IndyCar stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what we get done in the testing. Hopefully, it doesn't rain though.
Yeah. We'll hope that. All right, Santino Ferrucci, thanks for spending a few minutes with us. As always, good luck testing for the Indy 500, and excited to see you back in IndyCar.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, Casey. Take care. Have a great weekend.
You too, man.